time trying to erase them. But when you hold me in the fantasy, it's so convincing. I shouldn't think the things I'm thinking, but now I've gonna let them sink in.
But then we'd be in college together. I bet you'd pretend not to know me if we bumped into each other.
I would never pretend to not know you, Colin.
You know I love you. And I'm never gonna feel the same way for anyone else.
You know me.
I did once. I know you probably hate me, but you're the only person who actually talks to me.
Never said that I hated.
These are some extremely popular BookTok books that I think are definitely worth your time. First is King of Wrath. This is an arranged marriage, super smutty, honestly really fluffy and just like cute and fun. It's not too long, and it's also the first in a series, and the new ones are about to come out, so that's exciting. Next is Verity. I still, in my entire reading journey, have yet to find a book that tops this one when it comes to just a page turner, something that just blows my mind that I still think about constantly. I can't find a book to top this. A close second is Layla, also by Colleen Hoover. But Layla just has a couple things in it that kind of pull me out of the story a little bit. Verity, I don't know when I'm going to find a mystery that tops this. Next is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. This book is amazing because it's Peter Pan, but like gnarly. Like the Jolly Roger is a bar. Like they take all of the elements from Peter Pan and just turn it into like this smutty book. Like it's amazing. I will always stand by this, and it is definitely worth your time. If you follow me, you know Credence is going to be in this. Credence is absolutely 1000% worth your time. This is one of my favorite books I've ever read, if not my favorite book I've ever read. This is about a girl named Tiernan who moves with her step uncle Jake and her two step cousins Noah and Caleb, and they get snowed in. I'm not going to get into this, but absolutely read it. It'll be the best thing you ever did. Throw your morals out the window, though. Throw them out the window. Next is Haunting Adeline. This book is great. Definitely check your trigger warnings for this, but I think that this has a lot of closure in it, and this man in this book saves women from being trafficked, and it's like beautiful. The revenge in this is like absolutely beautiful, and I love it. But definitely if you have like a sensitive stomach, or if you have anything, don't read this. And next is the Ravenhood series. Start with Flock and then Exodus and then The Finish Line. These, along with Credence, are my favorite books I've ever read. This follows a girl named Cecilia. She has to go work with her dad, and she meets a guy named Sean, and she meets a guy named Dom. It's a whole entire story. It's not just a romance, it's so much more. So yeah, these books I think are worth your time. If you see them all over TikTok and you're like, oh my god, so popular, but I just don't know if they're good or not, I think, in my opinion, these are definitely worth your time, and you should definitely read them.
My drug is my baby, I'll be using for the rest of my life. Using for the rest of my life. Oh. Don't blame me, love made me crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right.
My 5-star reads of 2023. So far.
The love you gave me, nothing else can say. read a lot of romance books in 2022, and here's some of my favorites. And it's a pretty good list if I do say so myself. Okay, we got Leaning Tower of Pisa over here. It's fun. This was my first book by Candy Steiner. I absolutely loved it. Zach was one of the sweetest book boyfriends I think I've ever read, and if you like sports romances, this one's for you. I read a lot by Lucy Score, and this one is still my favorite. He's a billionaire, they're enemies to lovers, and literally so funny, so spicy. Forever in love. This one has me set up for disappointment because I have yet to find a hot firefighter at my gym, but I love Scott, so maybe one day. This is still my favorite marriage of convenience book that I've read so far, and Jack has literally raised my standards so high. He is a grumpy man that I will pray and manifest for the rest of my life. If my future man is not as obsessed with me as Luca is with Avery, I don't want him. This author writes such good, spicy rom-coms. I absolutely loved it, and this one was so amazing. I will never get over Charlie, so thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I told y'all I'd never shut up about this book, and I meant it. When I say that I want an enemies to lovers, this is my expectation. And there's fake dating, and they're in a workplace environment. So, say less. In the spice, this man, just chef's kiss. This is actually one of the best books I've read this entire year, hands down. I am forever in love with it, and I feel like everyone should read it as soon as possible. This is based off of one of my favorite movies, and when I read it, I was not disappointed. Absolutely forever immensely in love with this story. If you're looking for a true rom-com, this is it. I was cackling out loud, and the romance, the heart, the love absolutely ate it up. Ate it up. I love Shep. Dr. Derek Shepherd has nothing on Dr. Prem Verma, and that's all I gotta say. Because this man, if you know, you know. Abby Jimenez literally knows how to write a bookman, and I'm forever in love because I'm manifesting him for myself. I am obsessed. I'm forever upset that I didn't read this sooner because Archer was literally the sweetest little baby angel who deserved the world, and I am just so in love with their love. This book was funny, was spicy, had the fake dating. I absolutely ate it up, and Dean was a dream. I would quite actually die for Elliot. Forever in love with this book. Forever and ever. A sports romance, no spice, but literally felt like a Hallmark movie, but better, in a book. A sweet, fluffy romance that I will quite actually never get over. Come back for part 2.
Are these popular BookTok books worth your time? For the twist alone, yes. One of my favorite books, yes. If you're looking for a good cry, yes. The perfect vacation read, yes. Oh my god, yes.